Okay, since Elliot just got a new Mac, I thought I'd walk through some features of it and maybe give you some pointers. So, first thing we'll talk about is the Finder, and the Finder basically runs all the time, and you can over here see your devices, places, searches that you have pre-canned, and so you just click on something and you're taken right to there. And the Finder has some pre-canned searches for you. You can look at things just used today, yesterday, past week, and then these searches you can actually show the search criteria, and you can change it if you want to, and then save it into your sidebar. We can go over that later, but basically, if you want to search for something, all the files that mention Elliot or have something to do with Elliot, and this is not just file names, but can basically be anything. And so you can search your whole computer or just that specific folder, and you can search by contents or file name. If you add things here, you can search for a particular kind of file. So let's say we're just searching for movies that mention Elliot, or just has a name that matches Elliot. And then if we save this, you can name it searching Elliot, and if you save it in the save searches and add it to the sidebar, then anytime you clicked on that, it'd bring up things that match that search, and of course you can remove it from the sidebar, or you can delete it by just dragging it off, and you'll see it turns into a little cloud thing. Poof, goes away. As you're navigating through the Finder, you can look at different views. There's the icon view. If you click here, that'll give you the list view, and you can also hit the Apple key, or also known as the Command key, and hit a number to change views. So Command 1 is the icon view, you'll see it changes. Command 2, list view. Command 3, column view. And if you're in column view, you can drill down like so, and it'll give you information about your file. Or click this, or Command 4, and that is then cover flow. And in cover flow you can scroll, and any place you have to scroll on the Mac, if you're on a laptop, you just put two fingers on the trackpad and move your fingers up and down together, and it'll scroll you through there. And then when you find the file that you want, if you want to look at it very quickly, you can use Quick Look, which you either can hit this button in the toolbar, or you can hit the space bar, and that'll bring that up, and space makes it go away. So new in Snow Leopard, if you're at a multiple page document, say such as this one, you could hit space and scroll through it, or you can just use these buttons to scroll through it. That'll let you navigate through it. If it were a movie, it'd let you play it, slideshow, those sorts of things. And you can actually make the icons as large as you want, up to 512 pixels, by moving this little scroller down here. And if you move it to that size, you can actually navigate through and actually see the document fairly well. But you probably don't want to keep your icons at that size for most of the time. The gear menu here doesn't have a lot of things. It's basically the same menu as you would get by right-clicking on a file. And as you only have one button, you can't really right-click, but the way you right-click is either hold down the Control key and click, and that brings up this menu, or you can hold 2 fingers on the trackpad and then just give a click, and it also gives you that menu. So most things in Mac OS X are files or folders, and so even something that looks like maybe it's not a file or folder, in fact usually is. So if you would go say into you wanted to go into your iPhoto library, you can't actually double click it because double clicking it would open iPhoto, but if you right click on it or control click on it and go to show package contents, it will actually open it in a new window. And you see here that we're in this is the path of the current file or folder, and you see that we're actually inside this iPhoto library folder. And so then you could go to your original photos and navigate through them outside of iPhoto, like so. So if you want to close a window but not exit the program, Command W will close that window. And now the Finder is always open, so that's not a very good example, but say you were in Safari, the browser, and you had a new window open, and you didn't want to quit Safari, but you did want to close this window. If you hit Command W, you'll see that it goes away. If you hit the Apple key and Tab at the same time, or Command Tab, you can use this switcher to switch through programs. And since it looks like you're calling me, I'll end this right now.